Hey babes, at my FX right here. Welcome back to my channel. So this week we are going to do our normal weekly market forecast for the week of the 4th to the 8th of February. Okay, so we always come on here to project 1,000 pips into the future and also analyze what we should be expecting of price for the new coming week, our entries and exits, and also share our trading strategies with you guys. So without further ado, let's dive into the business of the day. Okay, so for this week, basically I always love starting with my fundamentals. Okay, all right, so for this week we have some red folders here. Okay, which means actually when you see your fundamentals in red, okay, I have selected some fundamentals here already, which are my USD, my GDP, and my JPY pace. Okay, so for Tuesday we'll be having BOJ government United speaks. Okay, so this speech is gonna affect the JPY pace, the ISM service PMI, okay, for Tuesday, and for Wednesday we have non-farm payroll, okay, unemployment and non-farm payroll employment change. Okay, this is actually employment change. Thursday we have unemployment claims for 230, and Friday we have the pata of them all, which is non-farm payroll change too on Friday. Okay, so this week is gonna be a very volatile week, so you can also include that into your trading setups. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive into our charts and see the trades that we are taking for the week and how we can take advantage of the coming week. Okay, so for last week, we were looking for, this is a DXY. Okay, we started up with DXY. For last week we were looking for two-way scenarios, either for the bearish scenarios or the bullish scenarios, and we had our levels being marked out, but price actually had its thing. Price was doing what? Price was ranging. Okay, price was rather ranging. Okay, price was neither going up nor down. Okay, so that was what actually happened on the DXY, which is the dollar index, and as most of you already know, the dollar index controls all the dollar pairs, okay, or determines the actual move of other dollar pairs, either inversely correlated or directly correlated. Okay, so for last week we were practically looking for price to break these highs and continue to the upside. That's why we are having this break and retest indication here, and we also stated that if price would clear to the downside, we'll be looking for more bearishness to the downside. So that's why we had this arrow to the downside. So price didn't do neither of this on the dollar pair. That's why if you observe, you see we had more of same range also replicating on the EURUSD, GBPUSD, and few other quote space of the dollar. Okay, so for this week, currently for this week, same thing will still apply, same thing for this week. Okay, so firstly I would love price, okay, either price will clear these highs of the 104 okay, to the upside. Okay, I would prefer, or I would expect or love price to clear those highs to the upside, or price to second scenario still remains price to clear it to break to the downside, which is trying to do so. Okay, I would love to see price break this support level to the downside and go all the way to the 103 area, okay, which is where I have my arrow here. Then probably we can now look for bullish continuations. But if you may ask me on which I would choose, I would really prefer DXY to sell all the way to the downside. Okay, I would love DXY to sell to the downside. If this does not happen, we could have price sell all the way to these highs of the 1042, which is this resistance level. So either which way, that's why one of the criteria of a good trader is you being flexible. Okay, flexibility in your trading. okay, and your trading decisions. Okay, you don't have to kill yourself over trading setups and saying price must do this, price must do that before I take my trades, or if price must do this. Okay, so you just have to be flexible. If price do this, this is the way I'm going to react. If price do that, this is the other way I'm going to react. So that's it for DXY. Up next is gold. Okay, for gold, last week gold was actually was a painful one for us last week, because though it's not because our analysis was not right. Actually, our analysis were top notch, okay, up to date and super right, but we took some L. Okay, we took some L on gold. That's why it's very empirical and necessary that you take your risk management into consideration. You can see what happened to us here on gold. Okay, for last week we were expecting price to break. Okay, and let me do this. Alright, for last week we were expecting price to break this area, okay, this zone which I did mark out, and that's why we have this arrow here, retest here, and then push to the upside rather. So that's what you guys are seeing here. So if you doubt me and you think we are capping, here is a video. Area we'll be looking out for gold, which a breakout has already happened. Gold coming back to retest this area and a push continuation to the next resistance level, which is this highs. Okay, which is this highs up here. Let me put a line there so that you guys can see. Okay, we'll be looking gold to go to 2057. Okay, we'll be looking gold to push into 2057. Since this high has been broken, go to retest this high and this support being and this resistance being on support, and push continuation to 2057. Okay, so those are actually two scenarios, two bearish scenarios, two scenarios for gold. Okay, either we have a continuation to the upside, okay, but I would really love to favor the upside because of looking at the higher time frame, gold has actually been bullish. Okay, welcome back. You can see how we were able to predict price into precision for last week on gold. Okay, so this is actually having the necessary skill set, and if you want to trade this way and be able to analyze price like us and know areas to take your trades off into precision, do well to click on the link on the description below to join our free Telegram community. Then you can get our mentorship from there. Okay, or DM me to get mentorship for which is one of the services, and you can also trade just the way that we do. So going back to the video, so last week we actually looked for price to break these highs, retest here, and push continuations to at least the 2057. Okay, the 2057 resistance area, which is the high. Okay, which you guys can see how price splashed even all the way to the 2083. Okay, so apparently this week, so but the for the last week too, you see how we had a very nice sniper entry. Let me zoom out so that you guys can see. Had a very nice sniper entry, but price did well before the unemployment claims that price was being released. Price just took us in less than a pipette. Okay, price just cleared a stop loss in less than a pipette and a push continuations to the upside. These things actually happen even when you have the best of A setups. You should also consider your risk management in place, okay, in case price needs to do its thing just like it did here. You won't be so much affected. Okay, you still be in the game to take the next trade. So looking out for this new week, okay, for gold, I will actually have some few scenarios. Okay, actually, like you can see, price is all the way in the 2083 area. So let's look at our daily time frame. Okay, so price is back to almost our higher time frame resistance all the way there. Price is already on that zone. Let me bring this a little bit inside here. So I've been predicting bullish continuations for gold for some weeks now. So but I think we should be having some sort of retracements in price, like you guys can see, since price is on a resistance level here. Okay, price is quite on a resistance level here, looking left. Okay, we should be expecting some sort of deep retracement, okay, some sort of deep retracement, which you guys can also take advantage of, okay, some deep retracement into the 2025 area or the 2024 area, okay, then a push continuations to the upside. All right, so let me do it this way. Okay, so while price is also retracing, okay, although I rarely trade the counter trends, okay, while price is also retracing, if you scale down to your lower time frame, like your 1 hour, your 15 minutes, you could get some sales, okay. If you can get some sales all the way to the 125, 120, sorry, 2058, 2058, 2057 area, or our 2048 area, okay, which is also this zone, which I'm going to mark out like so. What I'm going to do here is I'll drag this all the way there, okay. So those are actually the scenarios for gold. Okay, we'll be looking for maybe the whole week, maybe even selling more before we even have our bullish continuations, okay. So you guys should be careful, all right, because these are all imbalances. If price, we should expect price to target to go to 2057 first, then we can go all the way to 2042 also, okay, before price can now continue to the upside, either from this zone or this zone to the upside. So those are actually our scenarios, our outlook for gold, okay. So up next is EURUSD. For EURUSD last week, okay, we also took an L on EURUSD, but we also had some good trades which we also took on EURUSD. For EURUSD, you can see price was doing what, also ranging on EURUSD, same thing that happened on the DXY, okay. So this is why I told you guys that these pairs are actually in correlation to each other, either inversely or directly correlated to each other, okay. But for the case of EURUSD to the DXY, it's actually inversely correlated, okay. But when there's a range like this under the dollar index, okay, it will more likely also replicate on the EURUSD pace and probably the GDP pay too, okay. So that's why you are having this range, okay. I think price was somewhere around here as a last week in which we did our analysis. We also had a two-way analysis, either price to push to the upside or price to push to the downside, but rather you see price was all ranging like so. But we had some good trades, okay, which we took inside this, okay. We were this sells, I think the sells all the way. That's why I have this my alarm being set, the EURUSD alarm set, this black line, like you can see. I also sent this to my free Telegram community, okay. So if you are not on a free Telegram community, click on the link on the description below. You can see Thursday, okay, that was before the news. I think that was around midnight, okay. EURUSD sales, I told them to how to look out for the EURUSD sales if price is able to break this sell, okay. That's why I had to put my alarm there, okay. So all the just needed was a 1 hour confirmation and the sales of EURUSD to the 100% retracement level, so which a lot of my students and people benefited from that signal or projection on the free Telegram community. So do well to join the free Telegram community, link on the description below if you are not on the free Telegram community. And if you're still watching this video to this moment, also do well to smash the like button and subscribe if you are not yet subscribed. So continuing with the video for this week, okay. For this week, what I'm going to do, it would be the same thing that we were looking out for last week, okay. And hopefully, since we have some high impact news for this week, price would give us some big moves, okay, some big moves, okay. Firstly, let's just look peradventure, what if price, because I love looking at the two-way thing, what if price has to sell, okay. If price has to sell, I would be super interested. Let me do this. I will be super interested only if price does what, if price clears this low, retest there and a push continuations to the downside, then I can sell to all the way to this 100% retracement level, which is at 1.069 area. But what if price does not sell? Okay, we'll be looking for, mind you, price is on a range. Okay, so that's why it's necessary you look for a two-way breakout. Okay, so if price also breaks out to the upside, this is what we'll be looking for. We'll be looking for price to break to the upside, retest here, and a push continuation to at least our 1.0929, okay, which is this blue line all the way up there. Okay, a break and retest of the upside, okay, of price to the upside. But if you may ask me, I would really love to favor the upside for a reason of indirectly correlation with the dollar index. Okay, because if you guys heard on the other video, okay, earlier on the DXY analysis, I said I would prefer DXY to sell. Okay, if I'm actually asked, okay, if I'm to choose which direction, I would prefer the DXY to sell. So if the DXY has to sell, that means the dollar has to go up. Okay, the dollar index, sorry, the EURUSD has to press the dollar, okay, to be hawkish. Okay, so the EURUSD would be hawkish if price clears this highs and a retest there. So you can scale down to your lower time frame. Let me show you some lower time frame areas, which is like this blue line. Okay, the blue line, which is the 1.082 area. Okay, price could also come there. I could also have some good sniper entries of bullishness inside there. If price comes inside here, I can go to my 15 minutes, my 1 hour time frame, and take some bullish continuations to the upside, okay, and swing it all the way to the upside. That's why I have that blue line being marked out there. Okay, so these are actually my scenarios for EURUSD. So up next is GBPUSD. For GBPUSD, same thing. You can see price has actually been ranging, okay, for a while now, and it's quite noisy on the lower time frame, like the 4 hours. So let's go to the daily time frame to see what price has for us. Okay, if you look at here on the daily time frame, you see GBPUSD, we have more room for price to push to the upside. So apparently if the DXY sells, we will have more rooms to push price to the upside. So back to our 4 hour time frame, if we were to take here, you saw price also broke these highs, broke our counter trend line, and a push continuations to the upside. So if we were to take the DXY bullishness, okay, if we were to take the DXY buys, which areas are the best areas for us? Okay, well, I'll have to shrink this a little bit. All right, I'll have to shrink that and mark out new zones. Okay, I can take this level like so. I could take this level like so. Let me change that color, because basically that's not the color normally use. Okay, yeah, so, and I'll replicate that, I'll duplicate that, so clone that and bring it all the way to the downside too. Okay, so either which way, this is what I'll be looking out for GBPUSD for this week. Okay, price to clear these highs, okay, retest day, and push continuations at least to this resistance level, like you guys can see all the way here, which is the 1.2777777. okay, the 2777. Let me extend that zone. Okay, price push continuations to that area. But let's say, what if price does not push to that area, or price goes down? Okay, I would only be interested for sales if only price clears this low and a push and a retest there, and we could sell price all the way to the 1.5253 area. Okay, these are actually the scenarios. Mind you, price has actually broken out of our counter trend line there. Okay, so it's only necessary we look for bullish continuations, but since price has been ranging for like 2 weeks now, it's only important that you wait for a price to break out before you take any interest. So up next is a Usdjpy. For Usdjpy, for last week, okay, we have been on a 5-week winning streak, not until last week. Okay, actually I did not trade the Usdjpy for last week. I just traded gold and EURUSD. Okay, this area here it's the analysis I did with my VIP members, okay, which they took this trade, and they made some money for themselves on the USDJPY trades with the help of the DXY. Okay, when I saw the DXY was looking hawkish, okay, like trying to break the resistance area, I told them to come to their 1 hour time frame and look for sales. And that was also when we had the unemployment claims news, so we were all bearish on the USDJPY. So for this week I will still maintain same scenarios, okay, I will still maintain same scenarios, but I would love to push this to this area. Okay, let me bring it to this area like so. Okay, what are we expecting for USDJPY? USDJPY, I would prefer price to clear this support area and push continuations to at least first level target should be our 148 area, which is a zone. Then we can target all the way to 147 area, okay, which is the zone 2, okay, but one zone at a time, okay, sales all the way to this area. But for the meantime, we may have some, mind you, that the range also on the USDP is also affecting here, so remember this is also a range. Okay, so what if price does not clear to the downside? I even think we will be having some meantime retracement, maybe to this zone, okay, to that zone before price would now sell to the downside. Okay, but what if price does not sell? Okay, we would be only interested in bullishness on the dollar if and only if, let me take this one out because it's a value right now, if and only if price is able to clear these highs, retest that high, and we can now buy the dollar to the 151 area, okay, the USDJPY to the 151 area. So these are practically our scenarios for the week for USDJPY. Last but not least is AUDUSD. AUDUSD, we were able to predict AUDUSD last week into precision. For those of you that watch our video, if you did not watch the video or you think we are capping, here is the video. It would be this area. We'll be patient enough for price to clear this support area, but this may not be really happening on the 4 hour time frame. I would love to scale down to my lower time frame to be able to get a very nice sniper entry off inside this area. Okay, so we'll be looking forward for price to break out of this area and sales, and look for sales to at least our 0.6455 area, okay, to the downside. Welcome back. I hope you guys can see how we were able to predict AUDUSD into precision. These are the same arrows that we had as a last week. We wanted price to clear the support area, retest that zone, and then push continuations to the downside. Though we did not trade AUDUSD, recently I've been trading EURUSD and gold only, okay, due to my risk management, okay, as this area. But I also sent a signal out for when I saw these sales, okay, and I saw price coming back giving me some of my confirmations on this downside. I sent out signals to my mentees on the group, okay, which I may add the screenshots on somewhere around in this video, okay. So, and took the buys, but actually we actually stopped out before price later went our way. You can see in less than a pip or two, price cleared our stop loss somewhere around here, and then price was able to make its way to the upside just like we predicted. So these things actually happens, okay. Those are one of those things that happens in trading. That's why even when you have the best of strategies, you should try to manage your risk, okay, in case price has to stop you out like so. So let's look at our daily time frame to see what price is actually doing, and we actually have more rooms to the upside. Just like the other pairs that we analyze, we have more rooms to the upside if price has to go to the upside. But let's go back to the 4 hour time frame to see how we can utilize the next level for this week, for this week's trade. Okay, so apparently what is going to happen is if the DXY is going to sell, that means we'll be having some bullishness on the dollar pair, okay, on the AUDUSD and other quote space. But if the dollar does not sell, the dollar index does not sell, okay, we would be having some sort of bearishness. So first of all, let's start with the bearish scenario. Okay, that price could be ranging around this area and a massive drop. Okay, let me bring my arrow, place it there. A massive drop may happen somewhere around this zone to the 0.645 area, which is this next support area here. But what if price does not go down? Okay, does not go all the way to the downside. Okay, for the meantime, we could mark out this level. I'm only interested in buys if price comes to these highs. Okay, I'm not even interested in the buys if price is somewhere around here. I have to see some clear breakout. Okay, I have to see some clear breakout of this resistance area. Let me do this, of this resistance area. What did I just do? Let me take that out. Okay, I have to see price clear breakout of this resistance area, then I'll look for a break, a retest of that resistance, and a push continuations to at least 0.665 area. Let me extend that like so. So that will be it for AUDUSD. So these are basically the trades that we'll be looking out for this week. Okay, if you see same thing, okay, do well to drop a comment on the comment section if you're actually seeing same thing, or basically if you are seeing anything different. Okay, you can also drop your idea or your perception of price, okay, due to this analysis or what you're seeing for price, okay, on the comment section. Let's also share ideas. Let's see how we can also help. Okay, so if you like this kind of content, please do well to smash the subscribe button, like, and also share our content. You sharing our content is the only way you could encourage us to continue dropping forex educational content weekly. You know how such an energy we keep making this. I've been so consistent in these videos for the past few months, almost a year now, dropping these videos back to back for you guys every week without missing any week. Okay, and which has helped a lot of traders to flip their account, to make some significant amount, and also pass their PropFirm. So okay, so the only thing you could do for us is to share, like, and subscribe if you are interested in such content. And you can join our free Telegram community. There we also host free Zoom calls week in, week out, and we share ideas. Probably we may be trading, like you can see we were looking for sales on this AUDUSD, but we later had to take the buys. Okay, but so those was only beneficial to people that were on our live calls during the week. So if you are not on our free Telegram community, there's no way you can also benefit. Like, so you would be waiting for these other setups, which sometimes, due to I'm a swing trader, it may take some few days or a little bit of time before it plays out. Okay, so also follow me on Twitter or at @Maya_FX, and also I drop some nugget and free stuffs there on Twitter. Okay, so without further ado, see you guys on the other side, and always remember to plan your trades and trade your plan. Ciao.